Why does he have furries? You know what? I'm not even gonna ask. Okay. You know what? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We're gonna be fine. Oh, praise the Lord. I'm looking to you. I don't know who you is because I'm walking up to a God. You know. Oh, please don't tell me to walk faster. I can't walk faster right now. I'm fucking sweating balls right now. Oh, God. God, get your shit together, Elise. Oh, why is he walking towards me? Yo. Looking as dusty as ever. Sup?
Don't have a seat.
Sure. Sure. Yup. Good God, are you always that fucking tall?
You have to forgive me, these aren't exactly my size.
Can't you, like, make yourself, like, shorter? Whatever. Yeah. Oh, shit. It's one of these. Don't mind me. I gotta walk over here for a minute, you know, just, like, random stuff, you know, the multi-dimensional BS.
Hey, you know what?
Oh.
That works.
Oh. See? I told you.
Goddamn stupid fucking chairs. I've been working on my mental health, don't worry. Okay, fuck. I know this is about.
Oh, you do? Ah, that makes it so much easier. Yay! I don't gotta explain shit.
I wanted to preface this, though. The last time we spoke, I wasn't exactly the kindest to you. I wanted to apologize. Initially, I had underestimated yourself and, well, quite frankly, the rest of the people that you were with. I thought the problem was out of your hands, was beyond your capabilities, and I've been, quite frankly, I've been proved wrong. The man you have been taking care of, well, I say man, the boy of which you have been taking care of. He has turned out much better than I ever could have thought. It makes me very happy that my judgment was correct. But I am sorry for the way that I treated you, underestimating you. You have exceeded my expectations tenfold.
Thank you for your apology. I won't be as much of a bitch to you as I was coming in here to be. Thanks.
On top of that, I figured that I would level with you with some information that I have been withholding, as it's getting more useful to you by the second. The other one that's been meddling with him, I don't exactly recall the name, the sloth demon.
Oh, Narco.
Yes, they have learned some information, which others have not, and information that I had intended to bury as deeply as possible for, well, both his and everyone else's safety. And it is, furthermore, the reason why I was so surprised with how he has turned out, having known him as close to personally as it really gets. May I see your hand?
Depends on what you're gonna do with it, but I'm gonna assume you're doing something okay, so it's okay.
Trust me, I'm not here to harm you. He is going to place 2 fingers on her palm, and she's going to feel like a slight warmth kind of go up her arm, up to her head. It tingles for a second, and then slowly fades off.
What did you do to me? What was that?
I had cast a spell many millennia ago when everything having to do with him happened to keep most of that information sealed, hidden away. It was a deterrent from anybody to go snooping where they shouldn't have. And it was notorious for causing many issues for some adventurers who just lifted up the wrong rock to look under. That was just something to ensure that you don't have a headache while I'm trying to discuss everything with you. It exempts you from that whole ritual.
Sick.
Well, I'll start with this. Is there any questions that you have?
You already know why I'm here, so that was kind of the only question I did have. How to fix it, but his sickness.
Okay. Sickness in and of itself is it's tricky. The poison is both magical in a sense and biological. But its root is magical, which is, I suppose, good news. Can be fixed. It's not something that I can do. Number one, I can't do it because, well, frankly, if something were to happen to me, it would spiral out of control and a lot of very, very bad things would happen to much more people than just simply him. I'm at the head of an entire pantheon here. I can't exactly go missing.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
What do you know of your son, besides what I've told you?
Do you mean who he, previously was? Or...
Yes.
Not much, I'm gonna be honest. I know that there's 2 separate sides of him. I think I more recently found out that he had a previous life. Had a mother, father.
He did.
Yeah. Not much, though.
Well, I suppose I'll give you a more in-depth story then. Everything in this world is, of course, this is a different plane. This is where we all reside. But where your son hails from, Zazu, it was created in a sense as a balancing factor in the whole story of this place. You see, humankind, they strayed too far, become selfish, greedy. They worship machines more than they worship themselves. Did horrible things to one another. Zahazu was meant to be a counteraction to this. An olive branch. A place of enormous wealth and power. Something that would draw mankind closer to it as they would start to learn more about them, their ways, their ideals, remind them of who they were supposed to be. vast magical power. Your son, well, to be quite blunt, he was the prince of that land. His name, real name, mind you, Arianth Salanthus. He was raised by the royal family. They taught him values of strength and knowledge. Values that I think I've carried over quite substantially. Though he never quite grasped the ideas that were meant for him. The kindness, the selflessness. They never were exactly imparted on him as intended. He became selfish, power-hungry. Though I don't blame him. Not in the slightest. It's the reasoning as to why I was so kind with him, despite his many wrongdoings. The whole story of which was laid out was meddled with. Celestia, the goddess of the stars, she, at Arianth's birth, became fascinated with him. Later on, she fell deeply in love. And not a kind love, a fascination, an unhealthy kind. She had sought out my position for a while. She was corrupted, rude, and her fascination with him melded with that. She used him. Exploited him. Influenced him. Having been worshipped by the people of his nation, well, it did not take much for him to fall back. He used her power. She used him. They were a team working together, preying on my downfall. And they got very close. There was a day in your son's life in which his father passed. He was assassinated. The humans had intended on killing him. Having witnessed their power and their wealth, they wanted it for themselves, something that most of us didn't really expect. They were supposed to learn from them, and they didn't. I believe that to be partly my fault. Things could have been done differently, but they weren't. Arianth, now at the head of his nation, and king out of the way, his mother passed shortly after from heartbreak. He waged war, gathered his entire city off, the many warriors, leveled cities. a wall, praying to their goddess, bolstering both himself and her power. They were effectively unstoppable. Until eventually they ended up with me. Now, at some point down the line, I'm unsure as to when or where, how Celestia left the picture. Whether she was killed, or... well, I'm not quite sure. Either way, she was no longer, at least, apparent to the rest of us. I believed that she was still hiding along with him somehow. But she was dormant. Hiding away. After all this had happened, and he was here and lost our playing card game, I had him split, I had the world reset, and quite frankly, I scratched his name out from every appearance that it had ever made. His parents believed they had a miscarriage. It was for the best. But it wasn't until he had showed back up again that I had realized my own errors. You have done a better job as a mother than his former parents ever had. He had learned the values that I had intended upon him, and I had no hand in it. He miraculously showed back up. There were parades. He was kind. Honorable.
I'm glad.
So am I. But now there is the matter of everything that's going on with him now. The issue with his soul is not so much as a second side of him, it's an echo, it's a remnant of who he was. The memories embodied in a person. It's a magical cyst with a conscience. Believes itself to be the sole owner of the body. Which, by all means, it does hold all the memories of it. So I suppose in some sick, twisted way it is. But I don't believe it's one that either of us would like to have control over it.
I can't say that I would want that.
Ariant was an evil and twisted man. If I had a choice in the matter, I would have him eviscerated. It appears that the many times that I had tried were not enough.
Baby. Do you have any idea of what we can do? At all?
As a current, the only thing that you can do is excise the tumor. It's embedded within his soul and spreading. invasive, but there is a spell of which I can cast to, well, unravel his soul. Place you and whoever else you may see as useful for such a task. Case it back up, allow you to do your work. Unravel it again, remove you from the picture, close it. It's a dreamscape, soul, realm meshed between all three.
I hear one more thing about dreams, I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay. Sure.
Trust me, I'm not a fan of it either.
We can do whatever that is. Fucking okay. Shit. Okay.
I wish I could help more, but that is the most that I can do.
I mean, this is... It's pretty good. Actually. Probably gives us more answers than what other people are doing right now, actually. Actually gives us a solution. So... should be something.
It will be difficult. I'm not going to undersell it to you.
I didn't think it was gonna be easy, I'm gonna be very honest. Just didn't think it would be like that, to be honest. I didn't think I would be unraveling my son's soul and then going in his soul and going out. I don't get it. I don't get that stuff. It doesn't make sense to me, but if it works, it works.
It's complex.
I guess. Yeah. 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 Fuck.
You'll need to be careful in there. There are some things that will most likely need correcting. His soul is becoming more tainted.
Correcting how so? Like...
Well, there are certain moments that shape a person, and if they are manipulated, they shape them into something else. You'll just need to shift things around. You'll understand when you get there.
Oh, it's like puzzles. I suck at puzzles. Okay, yeah. Oh, God. I'm assuming
Other
it's
than
like
that, it's...
rather than later.
Well, there is something that I can do. I may not be able to fix the situation, but I can at least stall it. It won't improve, but it won't get any worse. A short-term contract.
With me or with him?
With you.
Oh, brother.
Very, very clear, blatant, and short. We can settle it right now with a handshake.
Give me 2 seconds. Give me like 2 seconds, okay? Give me like 2 seconds, okay? I'm gonna go right over here. I'm gonna contemplate. Just... What's your contract deal thing? What is it?
I will stall whatever's ailing him, to the best of my ability, and you see Arianthus dead. Or released in some sort of... He can either move on or die, for all I care, as long as he's not going to affect anyone else, do anything else. Whatever way you will finally reach peace. Or torment.
Okay.
You see to it that that happens. And upon him being in in whatever state he is, as long as he's not going to do anyone else any more harm, then I will cease the contract, and by that point everything should be subsided, or at least on a road to recovery. Until that point, nothing will progress.
Okay. I'm gonna add to the contract a bit, and you have to promise that I can come and visit you sometimes.
Sure.
We could play cards. Fuck yeah, teach me cards.
I can work with that.
Hell yeah. I'm ass at cards.
Is there anything else?
Like, no, not really.
I believe that settles that.
Alright. I'm gonna go that way. I'm gonna go that way.
You can exit through the doors. They're going to take you back to wherever you came here from.
Sick, bro. Bye. See you next week for our card meet.
Bye.
That went so much better than I thought it was. Holy shit. What the fuck? I thought I was gonna die. I'm gonna be so honest. I said fuck him so many times. I said I was such an ass. Damn. I was such an asshole. He was so nice to me. What the fuck? I feel like a dickhead. He was so nice. Now he's just like he was. I mean, then again, he was an asshole last time, so maybe I'm in the right a little bit. Contemplate. Just stay right there, okay? I'm not
going anywhere.
Nah, yeah, no, this. You better not. Hold on, I gotta fucking Humpty Dumpty my ass.
My home. Why would I leave?
I don't know. Maybe you don't like your home or some shit, and fucking asking me for.
If I didn't like my home, I'd change my whatever.
I don't know. Can you change your home? I can't change my home. What the fuck? I mean, actually, yes, I could. I could change my home. I change my home all the time. Sorry, I had to change it to a different outfit. Something's broken on it. Anyways, what's the... I'm in the right a little bit. I should ask him about the furries.